Day 45, becoming Christopher Cruz. As always, it's been a roller coaster of a day. That's just the theme of my life, I guess. I'm about ready to get the fuck over this breakup. I mean, it's only been like 3 days or something like that. So I guess it takes longer than that, but I'm ready for it. I'm ready to stop feeling all this shit because it doesn't feel good. And yeah, I guess the part that I'm struggling with now is every day that goes by of this not talking to each other, it just makes me really start to believe that she never really truly cared about me as much as she said she did. And the reality is, actions are a reflection of truth. Words are just bullshit. That's why you can lie with words, but you can't lie with actions. And she took a ridiculous amount of actions in alignment with not caring about me. And so every day that goes by where she has the ability to message me, but doesn't, just kind of reinforces for me that, nope, she never did, bud. Not as much as she said, and not as much as you wanted her to. And that fucking stings like a bitch. But what are you gonna do, huh? What are you gonna fucking do? What am I gonna do? What can I do? I just have to fucking accept it. Accept it. And if I wasn't such a pushover, then I would have never have let it get that far. I knew 3 days into our relationship. 3 days into our relationship, she was still with her husband. They had not separated yet. And she wanted to be boyfriend and girlfriend. And I was like, okay, but she's still with her husband. Like, fuck? You're gonna date 2 people at the same time? Like, you wanna actually be boyfriend and girlfriend and husband and wife? But, you know, I was in love. So I said yes. Or, well, I actually flipped around and asked her. And then 3 days later, she slept with her husband. And then when she told me about it, she was like, what did you expect? Like I was a fucking idiot. Like, are you stupid? Of course I'm gonna be your girlfriend and sleep with him. And because I was just so weak at the time and lonely or whatever the fuck I was, in love, I just kind of was like, whatever. But in that moment, that action that she took created this doubt that has never left me. This doubt in her commitment, who she is as a person, what kind of person she is, how much she actually loves me. And it's been nonstop doubt ever since. Because that was just royally fucked up. And he doesn't know about it. He doesn't even know how long we've been together. Because if he did, he would lose his shit. He'd be like, wait, but you've been sleeping with me and him at the same time? What the fuck? So, anyway, actions are a reflection of truth. Actions don't fucking lie. Words do. People do. And so, as we continue with this breakup, and she keeps taking the action of not reaching out in any way, shape, or form, I'm just starting to come to the realization that she never fucking cared, even close to as much as she said she did. And I was most likely just a dirty little secret. But then at the end, she did start taking actions that were more in alignment with the fact that this was actually real. Like telling her clients and her students about me, her daughter, her husband, her son, but it was kind of too little too late because she still kept lying about everything. So anyway, God, is this what everyone goes through in a breakup? Just like, you have to process all of it. Like, a breakup is a process. You have to process all this shit, all these thoughts you had. Like, that's the fucked up thing about cheating on people, is you fuck their mind, because now they have to look back and all those instances where they had a little doubt, a little hesitation, a little gut feeling of like, wait, something's not right. You go back to those thoughts and you're like, yeah, something wasn't right. I knew it. And it just creates all this fucking doubt. And anyway, so, and as I discovered today with being a fucking pushover in relationships, she just knew she could fucking get away with it, because when she told me about sleeping with her husband 3 days after her and I became boyfriend and girlfriend, I just let it go. I was like, ooh, this is going to be a great part of our story. It was like me coping with the fact that I was like, you evil bitch. You were so fucked up. That is just the most disrespectful thing I have ever experienced in a relationship. And she wanted to be boyfriend, girlfriend. She wanted it to be official. And then 3 days later, she cheated on me. And never stopped since. Fuck you. God. Ugh. So when the fuck am I supposed to get over this? Like, how does this work? How does this work? At what point do I stop giving a fuck forever? That's what I'd like to know. That is what I'd like to know. And I'm just curious what she's thinking. Like, does she have any guilt or remorse or regret? Or is she just like moving on with her life like, and continuing to live a lie? Or is she actually growing and changing and being the person that she says she is? That I believed she was. I still believe she is, but it's gonna take a fuck ton of growth to get to be that person. Yeah. Anyway, this is a super painful experience, but with pain comes the most growth, because after this, yeah, the whole dating bitches thing is the most unappealing thing that I can think of on this fucking planet. I am so unattracted to the closed off bitches now, which I used to be so attracted to them. I am so unattracted. Like, gross. And no offense to all you bitchy girls out there, but for me personally, it makes me feel horrible, and I'm just no longer interested. But someone who's sweet and genuine and caring and thoughtful and loving and helps people and is encouraging and optimistic and positive and light and happy and fun, that, to me, there could be nothing more attractive than that. So, out of all this fucking pain and discomfort comes an amazing gift of I am finally over bitchy girls. Woohoo! It only took me 33 years, but here I am. 33 years and countless relationships with the bitchy girl. For all of you guys that are watching this, that are attracted to the bitchy girls, just know that 99% of the time, they never change. So if you're the kind of guy who thinks, oh, I can change them. Yeah, they're bitchy now, but when they date me, they'll open up, they'll be sweet, they'll let their wall down. Doesn't fucking happen. Doesn't happen. Like, it is what it is. I was reading in this book, The Mastery of Love, by Don Miguel Ruiz, where it talks a lot about self-love. He says that a lot of times, like, say you're a dog person, right? You love dogs. You don't like cats. But you're a dog person, and you buy a cat. Even though you're a dog person, you want the qualities and the traits of a dog, but you buy a cat. And then you get upset because the cat doesn't bark, the cat doesn't get excited when you come home, it doesn't wag its tail, it doesn't want to play fetch with you, and you're upset because you're like, what the fuck? I want a dog. Why won't this cat be a dog? And he uses that analogy because a lot of times we get into relationships with people that are not what we truly want, but we try to convince ourselves that they are. And that is the trap that I've fallen into over and over and over again. I get into relationships with the bitchy, closed-off girl. What I really want is a sweet, caring, genuine, authentic, thoughtful, amazing human being of a girl. And that's what I really want. And then I convince myself, like, oh, this bitchy girl is going to be so sweet and thoughtful and loving and open. And then I get frustrated when they're not. And it's my own fucking fault. I bought a cat when I wanted a fucking dog. And so he says, if you want a dog, get a dog. Stop lying to yourself. If you're dating a cat and you want a dog, break up. Because the cat will never be a dog. It doesn't work that way. But we lie to ourselves and convince ourselves that we can change them. But the truth is, we can't change shit. We can't change anyone but ourselves. And it's hard enough changing ourselves. How the fuck are you going to change a completely independent human being? That is what I have spent my entire relationship life doing. Bitchy girl after bitchy girl after bitchy girl after bitchy girl. And they never, ever, 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 ever change. And I'm a fucking coach. Like, I know some amazing tools for changing people, and they don't work on bitchy girls. So, again, if you're a bitchy girl, and if I'm offending you, sorry, but stop being a fucking bitchy girl, okay? It's not who you are. Or maybe it is. See, there I go again. It's not who you are. You're actually this loving, amazing thing. I mean, I really believe that. And then you got fucking hurt, and you closed your heart, and then you decided to survive. You got to be a bitch. I get it. I used to be an asshole. And it's nice being an asshole because people can't hurt you as much. You're closed off. You don't let anyone get close to you. It's safe being an asshole. It's safe being a bitch. It's very unsafe being nice. Very unsafe. But there's a difference between being weak and nice and powerful and nice. And that's what I'm going to be. I'm going to be powerful and nice. I'm going to take my power back. I'm reading this book. I just bought it today. No More Mr. Nice Guy is what it's called. And it's all about taking your power back. So I'm going to be a nice, powerful guy. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to find a nice, powerful girl. And we are going to be a nice, power couple that changes the fucking world and redefines what relationships can be. Like, I don't want to date cheaters anymore. If I'm going to date someone and it has anything to do with cheating, I want to date people that have been cheated on because you know how much it fucking sucks and you would never, ever, ever, ever consider doing that to another human being because it is just fucking horrible. So, I will no longer date cheaters, only cheated honors, or people who've never done both. And yes, I've cheated in the past, but I was like 21 or some shit and a stupid kid that didn't know what the fuck I was doing with my life. So, yeah. It's a hard pill to swallow when you start to learn that someone that you got so close to might not be who you thought they were. Hard pill to swallow. Painful pill to swallow. A pill that kind of makes you fucking choke and want to throw up. So, if you can't tell, I'm in like the jaded, pissed off, like, fuck you phase. But I'll get past it and I'll get back to the loving phase. It's just every day that goes on where I don't hear from her, it's like, you really don't give a fuck, do you? You really don't give a fuck. I have a feeling she will reach out to me, but it'll be because she needs something for her business, because I helped her with ridiculous amount of things with her business. So if I get a message, I have a feeling it'll be like that. Like, hey, remember that thing you did? Can you send that to me? And when she does that, ooh, I'm going to lose my fucking mind. Anyway, I just needed to vent. If you watch this whole thing, you're a really dedicated person, committed, or you just really get what I'm talking about. You feel me, and you know how much it fucking sucks. If you are the bitchy girl, please stop. Please just stop. Do some personal growth work, like read a fucking book or something. If you're the asshole, do the same thing. And I've been there. But this is life. I'm at the park, sitting in the dark. At the park, sitting in the dark like a fucking freak. At the end of the week. Okay, that's all.